Hi, it's me, number 4, an ancient civilization. In this lost ancient civilization, people used to wear dresses made of human skin. You're probably wondering where these savages lived. Well, they didn't live too far away. Coming up, archaeologists recently found an ancient coin that depicted a creepy monster. But what's even weirder is that this monster has been haunting humanity for thousands of years. Back in 1969, a group of filmmakers set out to create a documentary about the Vietnam War. Did you know that someone recently unearthed an ancient skeleton that was half human, half animal? Well, it's time to find out what no, half animal, 2 is all about. We're talking about a real creature that once roamed our planet. And before we show you how scientists are trying to uncover the truth, we'd like to ask you to leave a thumbs up. Did you know that owls can tell if humans are watching them? You probably don't want to find out the hard way. But if you want to learn more about a bizarre discovery made by an archaeologist, so we're going to wrap things up with No 5, a lost city. Then stick around for No. The structure is located in Turkey and it's over 1,000 years old. But surprisingly, the carvings on the wall depict a futuristic vehicle. Experts say that it looks like a submarine, but it also kind of looks like a helicopter. Some say it's a simple coincidence, but others argue that aliens visited this part of the world long before they visited America. To be honest, we don't know what to think. Are these ancient ruins evidence of extraterrestrial life? Or are the aliens in this picture just products of a vivid imagination? If you want to find out more about an unbelievable discovery made by an explorer, then click the video on screen now. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. This one looks like an ordinary field in Peru, but we assure you that it's hiding a secret underground. These geometric shapes may not look like much, but they're actually tomb entrances. Archaeologists have discovered dozens of them so far, and each one reveals more secrets about a mysterious civilization. It's called the Nazca culture, and it dates back to 100 BC. The Nazca people thrived in the Peruvian desert for centuries, but they never built any permanent structures. Instead, they preferred living in tents and wandering around the desert. However, they left behind some truly spectacular works of art. Their tombs are full of geometric patterns and depictions of fantastical creatures. But what's even more amazing is that they created all these works by hand without any advanced tools. As you can see, some of the lines are straight and others curve in unexpected ways. It's almost as if the Nazca people were trying to map out the stars in the sky. Or maybe they were simply bored and had nothing better to do. Who knows? What we do know is that they spent hundreds of hours creating these patterns, and they probably wouldn't mind if we joined them in their eternal slumber. Would you dare spend a night in a mysterious underground tomb? Well, let us know before we show you this bizarre scene. 1. Why? Well, then chances are you've heard of Erich von Däniken. He's the man who started the whole alien conspiracy theory. According to him, aliens visited Earth thousands of years ago and interacted with primitive humans. He even believes that Jesus Christ was the son of an alien who came down from the sky. And to prove his point, he's pointing to a strange stone slab. The slab was allegedly discovered in Bolivia, but no one knows who found it or how it got there. Von Däniken believes that this stone tablet depicts an ancient alien spacecraft, but what do you think? Is this a UFO, or is Von Däniken crazy? Let us know in the comments. Now let's get back to the video. It was supposed to be a simple propaganda film showing how brave American soldiers were. A researcher was examining a fossil from the Peruvian desert. It was an animal skull, but it looked nothing like any animal alive today. At first glance, it looked like a humanoid monkey with big canine teeth. But after further inspection, he realized that it was much older than he expected. It turned out to be a relative of modern camels. Researchers say that this creature lived between 10 million and 15 million years ago. And even though it looked like a nightmare fuel, it was herbivorous. That means it only ate plants. Scientists think that this camel monster roamed all over South America before it mysteriously disappeared. But everything went downhill after they arrived in Vietnam. Right away, their guide kept telling them to keep a low profile because the Viet Cong were hunting foreigners. So naturally, these guys decided to throw caution to the wind and drive around in a huge Jeep with a red cross on top. Sure enough, they got ambushed and one of the crew members was killed. After that, the documentary took a dark turn and started focusing on the horrors of war rather than the glory. It turns out that this movie was so realistic and brutal that it won an Academy Award. In fact, it was the first ever war documentary to win Best Documentary Feature. Can you imagine how shocking that was? We'll tell you all about it in just a second. They lived in the 21st century, right here in North America. Well, at least that's what some scientists believe, because they unearthed some pretty weird stuff from an ancient Native American tribe. Their discoveries include human skulls with strange markings, ritualistic weapons, and even cannibalism. The only thing missing was a big city with tall buildings. This was a small village with huts, but it still had its own language, culture, and traditions. In fact, when archaeologists discovered the place, they realized that it was occupied for more than 300 years. That's pretty impressive considering the people living there never developed metal tools or weapons. It's as if they vanished into thin air. But enough about this mysterious tribe, because we have something way creepier to show you. And now let's take a look at number 3, a documentary. This one is going to make all the old people out there feel very nostalgic. But speaking of shocking half-human, we don't mean some weird Marvel villain or a character from Lord of the Rings. Speaking of nocturnal animals, have you ever stumbled upon a mysterious artifact and wondered what it meant? If you have, now we bet you didn't expect to hear anything about aliens today. But we also bet that you've seen enough mysteries for one day. When we zoom out, we can see that the world is full of strange places. It looks like a regular picture of an old building. However, it's not what it seems.